right, we're loaded. Hopefully connected. Viewers. Cool. Dashboard. Let's just see what we got. Alright, I think we are streaming. Who freaking knows? Alright, let's see what we got. Let me just check a few things, just see if we are actively streaming or not. Looks like we are. Alright. It looks like we're streaming. Okay. I don't think anyone's... Okay. Let's just run a quick test after all the technical difficulties I got today. Okay, I am working. All right, well, with all the technical difficulties and losing 17 minutes tonight, hey, Liam, glad you made it. I was like, I don't think anyone's gonna make it. I was ready to throw this computer across the room. It's a little bit my fault. Here's what I did, because I am actually I connected my Twitter as well. Is Coach streaming tonight? Just popped out. Is Coach streaming tonight? Yeah, I just turned on I just connected my Twitch, not Twitter, Twitch. So just trying to see if I can stream on multiple areas at the same time. Problem is I couldn't figure out whether I was going to do Restream or Streamlabs, and I had them both going by accident. Had to completely remove Streamlabs. So yeah, took me, and like restart my computer, so it took me a hot second. But anyways, I'm gonna go right into what I was gonna talk about. So I know you, in particular, Liam, are very excited for me to start working on the monster stuff, and that is very close on my docket of things to update. I'm just waiting to hear back from Sky about a few quick things, and then I'm going to get this all working. But I wanted to do a live stream Q&A kind of focused on the custom, and do the next few videos about the custom builders. Because we've talked about a lot about all the DM tools, and technically the monster custom builder is going to be really more for DMs than anything else. But I want to go through each of these because all of these are unlocked at the adventurer level tier, so you don't even have to be the DM level tier to do that. So we have two options here. We have the generate random, and then we have the create custom. So the generate random is just a pick your creature type, your subtype, your role, size, and what level you want, and it will generate some options. So let's just do a quick test just to show off how that works. We got some aberrations. Let's go with a random mind flayer type monster, and there we go. We've got our test monster stats, some abilities. You can kind of lock some of these in if you want. So like you can lock and unlock these, and you can click regenerate, which is, let me just regenerate abilities. Yeah, and you can lock them again here if not. And then boom, it'll regenerate some of those abilities. If you want to use that monster, you can go ahead and click this in here. It auto fills the create custom monster fields for you, and then you can come in and add more stuff. Just to show off the custom monster stuff as well. Barely hear me. Oh, that's no good. That's no good. You know why? I know why. Is that better? Didn't have the mic close enough to me. There we go. All right. I was like, did not have it on me when I was getting everything fixed. All right, yeah. So the create custom monster fields. So I'm going to backtrack a quick second. So you can view the monster table to kind of see where you're at on here, which is great, and what the base abilities are, and you can come in here and change them as you like. I am going to be working on, as Liam says, a few things. Some of them are just, for example, just having some drop-down menus for different things. What was the one that you wanted me to do so bad? Monster types. So just having a drop-down menu for monster types. and languages, senses, just making sure that we have some quick, easy menus for those for people who are trying to speed through this. You can click multiple environments too. But this is actually, these are some of my favorite add buttons, because you can select all the skills in DC20, add it, and then add the modifier, which is really cool here. Same thing here. If you have a damage resistance, you can choose that damage resistance. You can choose by how much that damage resistant is. Same with vulnerabilities. Immunity, same thing, no, except you don't have the resistances, but you can also do conditions as well and see all of the different conditions. And they are, I did classify them, the whether it's a minor, moderate, or major condition. That's how powerful it is, how effective it is, because obviously those major conditions are much stronger. So to be resistant in a major condition may not be as common, but being resistant to some of the minor conditions may be a little bit more common. And then we have, and this was my coup de grace, and this is something that is going to keep growing and growing and growing as we go, as this fills out more and more. But this is the reference library. So the reference library pretty much has every monster that has come out with different features. They're all in here. So legendary resistances, obviously some are a little bit repeated. I have to fix that. But every one that has come out so far is listed in here, all the way down to the class features. And I think, Liam, you may have mentioned that there might be some missing here, so I have to go through. Looks like maybe only level 1 features are out. I have to kind of go and look through that. But you can come through here and choose from any one of these, and it'll automatically be applied in here in the features. And then same with actions. All the actions that have been made so far, the most common ones, are listed here and what they do. I've still got to work on a few things with cleaning some of this up, because let me see, some of these, actually I think it might be in a good spot. But in any case, way, shape, or form, it is built to be able to be easily making custom monsters. So you don't have to think overly hard about what abilities, what actions you want them to be able to take. You can come here, you can choose range, melee, area, examples from maneuvers, ones that have to do with conditions, spells, and I really kind of mess with this a little bit, because you can come to the full magic spell list, click on any one of these, and it will create a simple preview action right then and there for you to use. And you can add any of the enhancements for a little bit extra flavor to make them a little bit more powerful. So it automatically calculates what the action points is. So these are some of the really cool things that I have loved to play with in terms of this. It's not nowhere near perfect yet, but just that was probably the main thing, is like when I'm sitting there making custom monsters, I got to think about what kind of actions. And just having those examples even there, like even if they're not the exact ones that I would use, I can click on those, pull those in, and edit them how I want right in here, and then create the monster. And I did a test monster, so let's just show how it came out. So automatically has all of our physical defenses, area defenses, hit points, attack bonus, save DC, attributes, speed, all the features already filled out, actions in here. And that's all I did. Now, I'm not going to hold on to that. But just showing you how that looks right there. Now, one of the other cool things, and this, like, we have all these different, we'll use the goblin because we have so many different ones. We have the goblin, brute, hunter, sniper. Well, what other types of goblins could we have? Could we have a goblin shaman? Well, let's come in here, let's create a variant, and let's create the goblin shaman. And then it's already got a lot of the base abilities for the goblin. So you can come here, you can tweak a little bit. Now the goblin shaman may have a little bit more intelligence. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to take away the 2 for agility and put that in intelligence, and just do that. And there we go. I've switched that up. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to definitely want that to have some spells. So actions, let's go to spell list. Let's just use one of these ones. So fireball, that sounds like a thing the goblin shaman might have. So throw in the goblin fireball. Everything else is already made. Create variant. Oh, here we go. here's our Goblin Shaman. All the stats, everything looks pretty much like, I mean, I might have gone here and I might have removed some of these, like the short bow, the knife, and all that, and just put in a few more spells if I was really creating this. But it just gives you a sense. And if you want to edit it, you can come in here and edit it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's come in here. Let's remove the knife, the short bow, duck and dive. No, because we took away the agility. So I'm going to just remove those. And then come in here and let's add in a few more spells. Let's throw in it's a shaman, so let's throw in a lightning bolt, or a healing touch. And this is one thing I gotta fix. I don't know why it does this big old space after each one. Oh, let's go to spells and let's do a hold person. Yeah, we'll do that. Boom. And we've got our Goblin Shaman. Very nice. Very simple. Easy to use. Level 0. I mean, I might put a level 1 on this one if it's got these extra abilities and can deal a little extra damage. But it's less about the abilities and more about, like, you know, the health and attack and everything else. So you can have whatever abilities you want in here. They can be the most powerful abilities in the world, but if the health and everything else is matching up, it shouldn't matter when it comes to that level, except for the feature power. But that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this Goblin Shaman here for a while. I'm gonna leave that here, just X out of that. And that right there is the custom monster builder. You can create with, I believe, you can add Apex actions in here. The only thing I don't have in here is legendary actions, and the reason I don't have the legendary actions out just yet is because, as you know, Liam, you know that he's kind of switched things up a little bit. So I've been kind of waiting to wait for those things to come out. But that'll be the next feature upgrade when it comes to the custom monster builder. Custom monster builder is upgrading the chart, and just making sure all those features are seamless and easy, and it's formatting well, so that you can create monsters very easily. Because as we know, we love inspiration from the books, but sometimes creating little variants that suit our worlds a little bit better is all you really need. And that's the custom monster builder. All right, questions? Because my main man Liam's here, and we do have 3 people in here. Look at that. One's coming in from Twitch. My first stream on Twitch, already got a viewer. Monster rolls need the monster rules need to be changed as well. Yeah, so I know those got to be updated. I know you've sent me some screenshots on. Sky is just working on getting me a full access, just so I can really dig into it. But you should be able to add numbers to condition resistances. Yeah, that should be there. Condition resistance. Why not? Well, again, maybe I just haven't seen the new rules yet, but why condition resistances? Because it's just condition resistance is just advantage on whether or not someone keeps from getting the condition. So I don't understand why you would necessarily have. I'll have to check in on that and see if there's a rule I'm missing here. But there's no, I mean, unless you get bleeding, like resistance bleeding 1 could like resist 1 stack of bleeding. If that's what you mean, is like it can resist stacks, or it's immune to certain stacks. I'd have to figure that one out, Liam. Idea. The code from Druid's wild form to create shapeshifter monsters like vampires or werewolves. Well, I mean, in that ability, in that concept, what we just be talking. And again, this is more of this thing that's not out here yet, which is the reference library. So we have the class features, right? The only again, this is obviously showing. You know why it's showing level 1 class features? Because I'm only got a level 1 monster. So let's just test this, because I want to make sure I'm not missing something. But you get wild shape at level 2, right? So let's do that. I'm gonna make that a level 2, and then let's go to reference library. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a while ago that I did all this. So showing class features up to level 2. So here we go. Is it just showing level 2, or will it show level 1? Okay, that's the problem. It should show level 1 and level 2. You should be able to choose whatever features, but this talent repeating thing is that's a that's a polling issue. But let's see, Battlecry talent, Bardic Inspiration talent. Where is Wild Shape? I was probably way down here. I didn't even see it. Is it Wild Shape? Is that what the talent? What is that? What it's even called? Am I missing it? I'm missing either it's not here or I'm missing something. Life tap talent, prepared spell. Nope, I'm missing something. That's definitely not all of them. Hunter's Strike, Channel Divinity, Bardic Performance, Battle Cry. Yeah, no, it's missing. It's missing. Wild Form is level 1. Oh, it's level 1? Then maybe I just didn't see it on level 1. Thanks for the help, Liam. Obviously, I haven't looked at the rules in a very long time. Wild Form. Is this in alphabetical order? No. I should put it in alphabetical order. Add it to my list. Yeah, it's not here either. It's not pulling from the Druid. Okay. So it's just not pulling from the Druid. So but like that's a great point. But because you can have the shape wild form shape shifting feature as a monster, and that would just be a feature power. And so if the feature power is level 1, and that's the trick that I have to work on. I have to talk to Coach about, because he has certain features that are called that have an actual feature power to it, but we don't actually know what the feature power is for all of them. Like he just used examples like Cheap Shot as a power 1 feature, but is Wild Form a power 1 feature, or is that a different power level? So I think I just need to talk to him about how he's identifying power levels, because, and again, I don't remember what the rule is off the top of my head when it comes to monsters and creating certain feature power levels. It's like a certain number equal to the level. And again, I don't remember. It's been it was I had a lot more prepared for this live stream, and it's so many technical difficulties that it's all out of my head at this moment. But yeah, no, like this is just the whole custom monster builder is about to get a big update with some of the stuff you recommended, Liam, but also fixing it in some of these formatting ways. But also it's repeating some talents and features here a little bit, but it's also not pulling from every class feature. But I'm excited to get that updated, because I think it's really great. I think it's really great for just building the characters you want. If you want to build a character or a monster that is similar to NPCs like Cheap Shot, it's not uncommon for monsters in D&D to have like things like sneak attack and stuff like that, and those are the scariest ones, right? When you come up against facing against monsters that have some of your character abilities, because you know how dangerous they are as character abilities. So being able to kind of throw them in a little bit here and there for monsters, I think is really cool. But I love that idea of like making a vampire and adding in a wild form type deal. But I'd have to, it'd have to do something special with it, because when you have the sheet, the monster sheet in the encounter runner, what if they switch their wild form? So really cool idea. I'm going to add that to the what's it called? The Trello. I'm going to add that to the Trello and make sure that I put that in there, because I want to. Oh, where's my history? Trello. It's been a few days since I've been on it. Trello. There we go. But I'm going to add future idea, a wild form / shape converter in monster runner for monsters who have it. Because I'd like to, like, just like how, and I'll use this as an example for people, since we're already here. Let's just go to an encounter real quick. Encounter builder. Actually, let's just go to DM screen. It's faster. And let's just do this one. Doesn't matter. So we've got the encounter right here, right? And what I made sure to add. Oh, maybe it's not in here. No, it should be. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I added this. Okay, I'll show it to you in Counter Builder. That's why. I'll show it to you, exactly what I'm talking about. But I don't know why it's not showing up the encounter runner. But look, take actions. This big old button that should be in the encounter runner, it's not showing up. So known issues and take actions button missing from encounter runner. All right. I don't know if I feel like a goof coming up to these live streams and finding issues to fix, or if I'm happy because I'm finding issues to fix and thereby making it better. But you have this take actions button, and so you can click it and you can choose any of the actions that are already there, and just to make it easier for you. But let's just, before I even do it, this is the Elder Terraborn Geomancer. So Elder Terraborn Geomancer right here at the 15 mark, very first one, no AP used. Now let's go down here and take actions. We're going to use Earth Spike, and then use Earth Spike plus 3 AP total to do additional effects. But let's just do it. We'll just do it. And then we just did that. Now what happens? 3 AP used. So it used a few extra abilities in that Earth Strike to, like, the spike cluster. So 1 plus the 2 from the spike cluster to attack becomes area martial attack versus AD 2 spaces. So we use a total of 3, and it automatically checks off those AP buttons. That is what should be happening in the encounter runner. So I will fix that. Cool experiment with monster might be added to custom roll table or for loot. A cool experiment with monster might be add a costume roll table, custom roll table for loot. I know you have to go, and you may check out this recording later, Liam. So to answer your question on that, add a custom roll table for loot. Do you mean based? I don't know. Again, I don't know if you mean based on the monster or not. But as far as custom roll tables go, let me just go to DM screen. So we have one of the things in here is a random generator that is in the DM screen, and we got loot. So you can re-roll this a few times, but I have that in here, and I do have to expand on it. I haven't done much with it yet because, like, I'm still waiting for items and stuff to come out for DC20. So this will be expanded to have, and it will go into, like, different types of loot. Like, we'll have, like, common loot, rare loot, uncommon loot. It depends on how coach decides to classify his stuff. But all of that will be in the random generators, so that you can just come here and click that, and there you go, all said and done. Just showing. I mean, we showed up the DM screen last time, or 2 weeks ago, but I'm just kind of throwing that in there. But we had 4 people, not enough people commenting. Need some more comments. Need some more questions. Need some more stuff to answer. I knew the custom monsters were going to be a whole time for an hour, but I'm glad I got to go through it and just answer some of those for you. Let's see what else. One of the other things that we're going to do is check out. Well, I have someone here on Twitch. Feel free to introduce. Always looking to chat with the fans. I'm just bringing it up in here. I'm going to have to do that later in community. Let me see. Yo, listen up. About a little that lives. I have 1 follower, but it says I got 1 person in the live chat. But how do I look on that for Twitch? This is my first time using Twitch, so if you're watching me on Twitch, welcome. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, or maybe you have, but if you haven't seen any of my other videos, it's all on YouTube. Kind of slowly adding stuff here to Twitch as well. But my big thing is just going into DC20 Forge and really just showing off, doing Q&As right now for live stream. We'll be evolving slowly over time for all my listeners with a big parentheses around the S. It definitely says there's like one person, but I guess I was just trying to, in YouTube, it lets you see who's in your chat. Maybe no one's in here and it's just lying to me. It might just be lying to me. Dun, dun. All right. Well, I did, I did 25 minutes, and I think that's all I really need for today, especially if no one's in the live stream today. And I went through everything, which will get me some clips and everything for that. No, if there's no questions to answer, there's no reason to stay on. So, oh man, I was hoping I could see who, like it does on YouTube. Oh, well, it was worth looking. It was worth looking, worth checking it out. Everything I see is boo. I do need to connect my automatically share all restream chat message directly into Discord and from Discord to restream chat. I'll have to look at that later. I'm still figuring out this restream stuff. But for those, yeah, like I said, if you're rewatching this, I apologize for everyone who was watching me be late because of the technical difficulties. But thank you for those who did join tonight's Q&A. If you do catch this at a later date, I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about the custom monster builder. I will do a more specific, like kind of how to. I'm going to fix some of the bugs that I saw in it tonight, and I'm going to reintroduce it and go through all its features again, just showing it off. I've had there's some additional features like exporting them to be printable for if it's easier for people to run and stuff like that. So thanks for listening, guys. Stay clever and play smarter.